I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviona's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Insane of Twitch to interrupt the game you're watching for an ad for the same game. To be honest, that is pretty crazy. Also kind of a bummer. I can't imagine game ads pay very well. How dare they? What am I doing? Groan pitifully, like I've come back from the dead.
And yet you rallied your spirits and reported for duty. Your dedication is admirable. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor?
Let's see. You can read the missive, but I prefer to hold on to it.
I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness, at least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
Message delivered, let's talk about my payment. No, what do I want to say? The Emperor sent me to investigate the Dream Scourge.
And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
Animancy sounds like animal magic. I'm thinking more of it might be more like animation magic. Like reanimating the dead. Like, I think they just chose a different word for necromancy. That's my hunch, anyway. Let's see. No sooner than had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of trouble. You're referring how I healed the Audra and Strangle route.
Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Then we better get to work.
Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
I assume those people are responsible for my death?
Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
Why go after me? I just got here.
All the more reason to strike first, or so the thinking goes.
Whatever their reason, we have to retaliate for the good of the Empire. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
I'm not entirely convinced that he didn't have me, assassinated. Where's Ludwig anyway? We have some catching up to do.
Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
Already looted that part of town. You've proven capable so far. What can he do that you can't?
Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. Oh, before you go, we received a report from Liviana about your condition. Apparently, you're in fine shape. Once your killer has been dealt with, you can come and go as you please. Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
I feel like I don't. Guy, I need you by my side. Can I count on you?
Tracking down mysterious assassins with a godlike who returned from death, all while the rumored dream scourge spreads. Can't say I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
We'll talk more of the dream scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Yeah. I'm definitely getting into it again. I think my mistake was, like, the last time I played, all we did was hang around town. And I gotta say, town kinda sucks. Like, it's fun to parkour around, but, like, there's not a ton of interesting people to talk to or interesting things to do. Like, there was a lot to explore, but I was basically, like, parkouring around rooftops trying to find treasure.
So,
And not
you're
finding
the
much.
one they all crow about, eh? Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Dragu Sakasap Chitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Friend looks like he's got this under control.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of widow's kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
It's kind of how I figured this was going down. I like this guy.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods, you.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta poison people.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
Let's see. How do you and Kai know each other?
We were both crossing the same patch of forest at the same time a couple years ago. There were some boars in heat I may have helped him with.
They were squirrels, and I had them well under control. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Rick, somebody clip that and take it out of context? Hey, it's not even the first time I've talked about poisoning people. I have a fun story about poisoning a janitor I used to work with. I'll tell you about it in a bit. Sorry. Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, you're looking for some help to find the people who killed me. Exactly. Know where I can find them?
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
My insides? What would we be looking for?
Bloodstains, footprints, darts left behind. If we find anything at all, we can find your assassins. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
I do like this guy. Let's see, new companion. Hey, known as the best hunter, the wilderness guide in the living lands, Marius has lived all over the living lands, but there's no place he truly calls home. Marius uses ancient Paragronon stealth and survival techniques to gain advantage over his foes, trapping them with gripping vines or disappearing from sight to ambush them with a silent attack. His senses are attuned to detect threats and objects scattered across the living lands. Huh. Oh, you mean about my poisoning somebody? So here's what happened. Wait, do I have an ability point? No, my companions do. My new companion. Let's see, binding roots. That could be good. I am a ranged attacker, so binds are nice. Piercing shots. Attacks deal bleed accumulation. Reappears an enemy, slashes them with dagger, repeats up to 3 times. That could be fun. Aims and fires, piercing, always hit, passes through any obstacles. Yeah, just give me the roots. Give me lots of roots. What, I can't? There we go. Wait. Oh. Multiple enemies. Yes. So yeah, about that guy I poisoned. I used to work as a cook, making fried chicken at a grocery store. And one day my boss was like, hey, cook this. It's been in the freezer for a long time.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Balrog.
And what my boss had brought me was chicken cordon bleu, which, you know, way fancier than anything we've cooked before. Even though it was not fancy at all. It was, you know, some frozen dinner type food, but it was very old. It was expired by like years. But, you know, frozen food basically stays good forever. So, like, surely I wasn't going to poison anybody with this, right? I think you can see where this is going.
Envoy, I've got a situation over here.
What, here? Alright, give me a second to finish my story. So, like, the janitor comes up to me and he says, man, I'm tired of the same old stuff. Do you have anything new for me? And I'm like, not really, because I wasn't trying to poison, like, the janitor, right? And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, that's chicken cordon bleu. And he's like, what's that? I'm like, it's chicken stuffed with cheese. And he's like, that sounds delicious. I'll take that and some of your chicken tenders. Like, I wasn't trying to encourage him to take it, but like he was the first one to offer. So I sold it to him. A few hours later, he comes back to me and he goes, "I think the chicken tenders made me sick." And I'm like, yeah, it was the chicken tenders. The things I cook 17 times a day, every day for years. That's what did it to you. Not the mysterious food that I neglected to mention when you asked if we had anything new. It was the chicken tenders. Anyway, he survived, but I threw the rest away.
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, food poisoning's not fun. I wasn't about to let a few assassins keep me down.
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
I can help. All I know, she's the assassin. A lot of grenades.
Find anything?
The grenade doesn't look very legal to me.
I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
Thanks for the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
Alright. That was a fun little side quest. Anyway, this is where I died. You,
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it
You
were
don't
me,
say.
I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Easy peasy.
This is where the guards decide if your stuff is worthy of being in Paradise. The answer I've found is no. There are places elsewhere on this island that would kill for those supplies. Literally. You, wouldn't think behind the embassy spiders, but here you go.
Unseen, unheard. How'd you do that? Let's go. Take your best shot.
How do I do that? Easy peasy. Normally I don't like flintlock style weapons in games. This is actually kind of fun. Assassin just straight up left tons of evidence here.
Over here.
Envoy.
This is empty, but it reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. You already met the apothecary. I'd suggest we pay him another visit.
Seems like a good place to start.
Let's pay him a visit.
My guess is he's still where we left him. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
I think maybe we were supposed to do this way earlier in the process. Blackwing gloves. Critical chance, critical damage. Yeah. I think I do crits more than I do stealth attacks. Where am I going? I want to get higher. I don't know if that's possible. Oh. Almost fell to my death. Did you spiders have anything cool? Ah, money. So he's got like a huge spider problem. Like a problem that is actually huge spiders.
With any luck, your assassin will be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead. Aye, aye.
Burn it.
Be aware. There's probably 1,000 spiders in there.
Another one down.
Did I get them all?
That's all of them.
Companion skills. Ooh. More importantly, my skills. Just more damage. You jump better. Temporary health. Gains bonus attack damage. Yes. I don't care if my friends go down. Like, it really, really doesn't matter to me. Like, they've got infinite lives. Grimoire Snap. Increased stun and can knock tougher enemies back. Oh, but because my book does it, like, I get the bonus rank, which will reduce the cost. Essence cost by 30%. And then at level 9, I get more Grimoire superpowers, which is the next level. Neat. It's all coming together. Huge spiders? Ah, hell not. Yeah. Does this game have an arachnophobia setting? I don't think it does. Some games do. But yeah, this one's not one of them. Alright, we found the way out of town. Come on, you guys are hiding something in here. Lovely little shrine. Love doing that. Isn't there an arachnophobia setting in Lethal that just changes the spiders to the word spider? I swear, like, some game has that. Let's see. I've heard of some good ones. I think in Satisfactory, the arachnophobia changes them to like a PNG of a cat. That's pretty cute. Like, honestly, you don't have to put in a lot of effort to make it like a good arachnophobia setting. Like, I think people appreciate it if you make it something stupid. Did I really just get stranded back here? I think I did. Alright. We'll teleport. Oh, we played Luma Island recently, where the arachnophobia setting just changed the spider enemy to a different enemy. But to be fair, they just behaved the same. They changed it to ghosts. And 100% they operate on the same code. Was there a reason to talk to Juliana? Nah, I'll leave her alone.